This video is a drones in industry presentation to help you better understand the tools, the models, the software that you can use, as well as the industry applications for drones. I'm going to skip the history. It's predominantly about military, but if you go to YouTube and you search drone history, this will pop up and give you some good insight into drones before industry use. So the first thing I want to do is touch on some quadcopters that can be used in industry to get you started. This is the Mavic Pro. It's pretty affordable. You can get a packaged Pro with several different batteries and start flying for about $1,500. The max speed of the Mavic Pro is about 44 miles an hour and battery life 27 minutes. This drone's a little bit larger. It doesn't fold up like the previous one. It has a max speed of about 45 miles an hour and max flight time of 28 minutes. This is the Mavic 210. This is getting up in the more expensive price range, anywhere starting at 6,000 going up into 12,000, even 20,000, depending on the payload that you're carrying. You can see that the max speed and the flight time vary, and that is depending upon whatever payload that drone is carrying. So the range from 38 to 49 miles per hour and the flight time from 15 to 35 minutes heavily depends on the amount of mass that the drone is carrying. The next one is the DJI Inspire. It has a max speed of 58 miles per hour and a max flight time of around 23 to 27 minutes. All drones are used in industry carrying payloads. A lot of the time those payloads are very expensive camera equipment, such as this Zenmuse 7. So from January of 2017 to July 1st of 2018, the number of FAA certified drone pilots multiplied more than 4 times, from 23,000 to 95,000, in preparation for a $127 billion industry by 2020. The industries that they were looking at is predominantly infrastructure and agriculture, and these are the top 2 industries that drones in industry focuses on. So a survey was done to figure out what drone experts and drone pilots were using their drones for the most. It was a survey done by SkyLogic Research, and 942 participants answered the survey. 46% of them said that they used it for aerial photography and or video. 13% for survey mapping, GIS. 10% real estate, 7% construction, 5% agriculture and farming services, another 5% cinematography, movie, TV, 3% asset or infrastructure or monitoring, another 3% consulting, and the rest of them 1% for first responder service, police, fire, medical, education and training, data aggregation and analytical service, oil and gas facilities inspection, turf and golf course management, and then 4% were miscellaneous. If you go ahead and get certified and get a Part 107 certification, you can fly commercially as a drone pilot and join a drone pilot network, such as DroneBase or Droners.io, and start getting contracts to fly legally as a commercial drone pilot. So let's go into those industries. I want to start with insurance. The drones that I recommend for insurance are the Mavic Pro, the Phantom 4 Pro, and the software that I recommend is Xactimate. You can get anywhere from $70 to $140 per mission. It can take anywhere from 2 to 6 hours for a mission, generally in insurance. Or you can get paid up to 6 figures if you work with a company like AAA Travelers, using drones as a tool in disaster relief. So Xactimate is a really cool program. You can use the drone, for example, in roof inspections. You pop up the drone, fly all 4 corners of that roof, then you fly up to 400 max, and you take a screenshot of that roof centrally. Then all you have to do is you have to take one measurement on that roof, download that measurement into the program, and the program uses its data and analytics software. All of the algorithms calculate how much material you're going to need, area, square footage, and then calculates how much that job estimate is going to be in insurance. So some of the things that it's used for is roof damage inspection, post-disaster claims inspections for hurricanes, storms, hails, etc. Aerial foundation for chimney or other building features, aerial inspections for grounds and related ground features such as pool damage or any kind of auxiliary buildings that might have damage as well. So Travelers is a really great company already using drones in industry for insurance and claims purposes. The next one that I want to look at is for film, for real estate, and for journalism. This job does a really good job of illustrating some of the shots that are used in film and industry. It does a good job with drama, speeding up and slowing down frames. Some really good music that kind of adds some drama in there. And this video has a number of different shots. This is a bird's eye view shot. You can see the drone is the camera is directly pointing downward while the drone increases in altitude. Here's another bird's eye view shot with a little bit of spin on it. You can see the drone moving forward slowly. A little bit of a side pan here. The clouds for an effect. Straight shot from the drone. These are some really great aerial shots. You can tell that they added the dramaticism, fields of motion. So some drones that I recommend to use in industry are the Mavic Pro, the Phantom 4 Pro, the DJI Inspire for those higher price contracts, and really good camera equipment. Litchi is an autonomous drone flight. You can download this app. You can program your drone how you want it to fly, and it's all autonomous. From the time you hit go, the drone takes off, flies all the waypoints that you programmed in, and lands all by itself. Premiere is a good program for editing any of your real estate, film, or journalism shots. Final Cut Pro is also an excellent software to do the same. Pay scale for these jobs are for real estate anywhere from $25 to $200 an hour, film $200 to $500 an hour, because you're going to have that higher priced equipment like the DJI Inspire, and often 2 drones in the air so that you don't miss any of those shots that are very hard to take twice. And then for journalism, most journalists use drones as a tool, and they make about $35,000 to $50,000 a year. So some of the missions for real estate are going to be just filming homes, communities, housing developments, malls, shopping centers, hotels, pools, and golf courses. For cinematography, for film, aerial location establishment shots, aerial wildlife wilderness shots, aerial footage for chase scenes, fight scenes, and other action sequences, aerial shots to establish scope, special perspective for a scene, and aerial stock footage. And then for journalism, for disaster reporting, for filming of fires, floods, storms, hurricanes, tornadoes, and other disaster scenarios, for breaking news such as filming an active shooter or hostage scene, collapsed buildings, or other live reporting events, for traffic reporting, for documentary work, for investigative reporting, to collect key information for a story, and for photojournalism. The next industry, agriculture. I recommend the Parrot and Agrobotics. The pay scale for agriculture is generally between $40 and $150 an hour, and some of the missions are creating NDVI map to track health of various crops in farmers' fields, and it is normative. It is nominative. Difference Vegetative Index, that's what this stands for, and it's really to help conduct studies on the health of various plants under various conditions. And then also there's it's used for orthomosaic mapping, and that's going to help create drainage and floodplain maps to understand where the water will run off and help with pesticide mitigation, so that if the EPA is having any problems with a specific body of water that has too much algal growth that might be harming the biodiversity, the drones are really good for that, to see where the runoff is and to correct that. For transportation, energy, and telecommunications, this is going more deeply into infrastructure. I recommend the Mavic Pro, the Phantom 4 Pro, the Inspire, the M210, the Unique, and some really good camera equipment. The softwares that I recommend are Pix4D and Drone Deploy, as well as Agisoft. The pay scale is really going to range from $150 to $300 an hour, or $2,000 to $5,000 a contract, depending on exactly what you're doing. The missions for transportation, we have inspecting railroads, monorails, roads, rivers, and bridges. For the energy industry, solar panel inspections, looking at power lines, those large transmission lines, wind turbines, pipelines, and infrastructure related to any of the above, to inspect stations, support beams, just anything that's going to help do inspections in the energy world. Telecommunications also inspect towers, cell tower inspections, radio tower inspections, transmission tower inspections, monopole telecom tower inspections. So for telecommunications, the drones are used primarily just for doing those infrastructure inspection on their towers. So this is a short video on Pix4D. Pix4D is a very valuable tool. Any professional drone pilot is going to need orthomosaic mapping, and Pix4D is the most highly recommended by drone pilots. And it's got a lot of great applications. This video is going to show you a number of them. So here for bridge inspections, the drone can be used. Here to recreate a scene, an accident scene. Here it's being used to see the surface area of a rooftop, possibly to order material. Here it's measuring the volume of aggregates for construction or for mining. Here's infrastructure inspection for power lines for the energy industry. Here it's calculating the bare terrain compared to terrain that has buildings on it. Here you can see the buildings, how they are elevated above the ground. Here's a really good contour mapping showing all of the different elevations. This is what we were talking about as far as runoff for agricultural applications of pesticides, things like that. Here they're looking in depth at the buildings, building structures. So there's a number of applications. Here they're looking at the building facade for inspections. But this is Pix4D, and it is the most highly rated orthomosaic mapping software for drone pilots. So the next industry that I want to talk about is construction, mining, and aggregates. Drones I recommend are the Mavic Pro, the DJI Inspire, the M210, and the Unique. Pix4D and Drone Deploy are the softwares I recommend, and the pay scale is really going to be a huge range here, from $250 to $500 plus an hour, or from $50,000 to $70,000 a year if you're employed by a company within the mining field. So some of the missions are pre-building site inspections of the earth, possible drainage spots, and other factors to determine the best places to build, dig, or stockpile material, measuring stockpiles of earth, sand, clay, or other aggregate materials, progress monitoring